Hello, my name is Shudley and welcome back for another episode of Colombian's Business in Supreme Ruler Ultimate, and between the episodes I have played a little bit forward. There was actually quite a bit of battle in here, but it just took so long time that I just decided, I knew that it was going to take so long time that I didn't even bother recording it, because there were about maybe 100 to 200 artillery units and AA units that the Americans had here, so it took a long while and a fair bit of casualties. Not a lot of permanent losses, but like you need to have to be cycled in and out for a long while here. So it was from basically the entire battle from San Jose all the way down to here in Rivas. There was basically a sea of artillery units in here. It took a long while, but I've cleaned that up, and now we're going to start entering into Nicaragua. I'll probably start with that very soon here. I'll start sending the infantry down that way. We've got some artillery units as a reinforcement already, and we've got some troops over here. Let's go ahead and check how bad of a garrison is that going to be, and how many artillery units are we going to have to fight. There's some. We do have another set of infantry down here, so I'll send them forward already. What I'll do is I'll use the tanks to weaken the garrisons a little bit, then I can get the infantry in there. Oh, you need to pull back. And the rest of you are about to run out of combat time, so I'll pull you back as well. Oh, there's an inner tank there, I see. Alright. Well, luckily we do have a barracks here in San Jose, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Also got our artillery over here. Actually, let's have a look. How far can you reach? You can reach there, so whenever there's someone trying to attack, we can shoot on that with the artillery. No, actually a bit sooner than that. Good. Okay, well these units are not really helping by staying there. Oh well, then helping a tiny bit, I suppose. Not massively. Still losing some territory every now and then. Okay, the infantry is moving down that way. We can send the tanks to capture the timber mills there in the meanwhile. We can also send some of the tanks to aid with the capture of blue fields. And you can go ahead down that way to protect the flank a little bit. I'll wait for the infantry to get a little bit closer before I actually start attacking. Also, we do have our own artillery bombarding them, but it's just not doing quite a massive damage. Get the tanks in there first so we can, well, effectively tank the damage, I suppose. Also go capture the other timber mill area there. Now we have still a quite bad situation in terms of economy. Unemployment is still well over 90% and all that sort of stuff. We're losing a little bit of money. Also doing a fair bit of sales, but I've started lowering some of the food price. Oil is now currently, or petroleum is currently a bit of a problem in terms of we can't increase the price and we can't quite meet the demand for the domestic markets right now. Of course, if we increase our infrastructure funding and all that sort of stuff, we should be able to at least make a bit more of it. So it's not necessarily the end of the world. It does require some planning. Right, so we captured basically most of the eastern, well, most of the major towns in the eastern Nicaragua. Right, these Green Berets still have very low morale. Well, it's not really the morale. The efficiency is down a little bit. I'll give them a few more moments before we start taking them to Granada. And over here, they're trying to push through, but I think we can hold them. Also, we got on a bit more reinforcements from south. So let's bring them down there. Okay, so these two need to go get some repairs. We've got pretty strong defenses in here. We'll probably keep on repairing this, actually. Just in case. Okay, we've still got a few tanks. I'm going to clean off the enemy troops in here. Then I'm going to send in the infantry. I'll use the tanks there to distract the enemy troops a tiny bit. To give the infantry some room to get in there. Of course, we do have a massive amount of tanks here that we could just use as a doomstack if need be. Or when need be. Also, we've been building up the rail network here a little bit, and we're slowly approaching the Costa Rica rail over here that was already present. And then we are going to be connecting to Nicaragua, and from Nicaragua we'll need to connect to Honduras, and then from Honduras to El Salvador, and El Salvador to Guatemala. Oh, they're sending a tank. I see. Oh, we still barely have any supplies here. Ah, that might be a problem. Okay, the infantry is slowly getting closer. There's still going to be 3 of the... You know what, I'm just going to send these over there. Join the fray. Get in there. And a bit of damage on Granada, and then if we can push through there... Oh, right, yeah, everyone should just entrench there for the time being, except you. You need to go get some repairs. So there's 3 garrisons and 3 garrisons. Once the infantry gets in here, that garrison should be going down rather quickly. They do have some troops over here moving up and down. We'll just get some more troops to plug that gap for the time being. Then we've got a few more tanks over here that we can move in if need be. Oh, you need to get out of there. Now we are a bit low in supplies here, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay, well, we'll send you to be repaired. We can send the Green Berets into Granada. And how's the supply? We do have some supplies over here, so technically we might get occasional supplies in here. But this is going to be a costly death stack for us. In terms of, well, the supply situation is just so bad. And that is going to be the problem. But once our Green Berets get into Granada, we should be able to destroy quite a few of the enemy units there. Because we won't be taking much damage in the city itself. And that should also allow us to get a bit more supplies for the tanks here. You know what, I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move them back a little bit, so that we can get resupplied. Okay, some of the Green Berets are taking surprisingly much damage actually, but the enemy garrisons over there and over here are both quite low on hit points. Are we actually gaining... We're gaining some of the combat time, but not much of it. Suppose we could send in these troops to aid with this. You'll need to pull back. And these can probably be sent in... Actually, I'll send them into the city. Oh wow, you died. And is that... Okay, the infantry is retreating very slowly. But it might still survive. Yep, it should. Although it's still getting bombarded by the artillery, isn't it? Oh yeah, all of the infantry is now pulling back. You know, actually that's probably not a bad idea. Alright, I'll send these to be repaired. And there seems to be another merchant marine going through here. We do have some submarines in here. I'm not entirely sure if we'll actually catch that or not. You know what, we'll send these submarines a little bit forward. Oh, you managed to go around? Okay, I'll also send in some troops there to at least block that gap. Alright, we don't have supplies there. Okay, well, we'll capture that. Let's go ahead and entrench there. We should be only fighting 1 garrison right now. There is still a lot of troops in here that they've been repairing from the previous massive combats. Okay, so I don't think we'll get the supplies up over there all that much, unless we build something that actually provides supplies. Like barracks or supply depots. Supply depots take a bit longer time to make though. I'll send these troops to get some repairs. We do have some supplies there, so we should be able to keep this battle going on for a while. But what I'll do is I'll switch some of these troops around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch some of the troops around just so that they can resupply without being in combat constantly. And we'll keep the pressure on them. As soon as we destroy the garrisons there, we'll get into Saya and then Tipitapa. And then we can get to Managua. How are we doing? Okay, we're still rather low on combat time. I think I'm going to send in the ships here, or boats down that way. Closer and closer, because I know that there's a port over here, we might as well utilize it. Okay, now I think we can send in the troops there. These two can probably be sent to be repaired, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold them back. There's just one garrison remaining. Apparently we did some damage on the merchant marine sailing past us. There we go, that's a kill. Now, they still have a lot of troops in here. We have been bombarding so much that the air defense and radar station are almost destroyed. It's not too bad. Are they on? Oh, they went to the lake hex, of course they did. No, and they brought in some reinforcements there, okay. How much do we have? No, we don't really have much combat time there. I mean, I suppose what I could do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch these around, because I'm sure that these have at least full combat time right now. Still that one defender. It's about halfway full. Okay, world market opinion is now almost 5%, so it is slowly increasing. Very slowly, that is. I actually wonder, diplomacy. Yeah, world market is quite outraged, and the subsidiary rate is only 7.2%. Treaty integrity is rather bad as well. I mean, not really surprised by that. We've been in a lot of wars, and we annexed a lot of nations that we kind of already controlled. Okay, we've got some of the infantry in here that we can send forward. We've got 2 of the tanks. How are these doing? Okay, these are actually fully... Oh, right, we managed to capture that. Oh, I'll send in some... You know what? I'll keep switching these two groups around for this combat. Gives them a bit more time to make sure that they are fully supplied. Right, you go here, you go there. And time to cycle the troops again. Should be able to take Tippy-Tapper now. Indeed we did. And then I think it's time to send this group into Managua. There is still a town there that we need to win. We're getting closer and closer. Then we can take that one, and that should allow us to spread the supplies down here a little bit. Eventually, anyway. Ah, we lost a barnacle. Oh, so we did. It's an enemy... Oh, it's a seawall. I see. I don't think I can do much about that one, unfortunately. Yeah, no, we do a little bit damage, but not even nearly enough. So we'll need our own escorts to actually deal with that. We don't really have a lot of them. Not yet, anyway, but we are researching quite a few things that are going to be useful. For example, the Yugumo has a massive range on submarine attacks. And does massive damage, but it doesn't have the spotting range to actually spot them from too far away. Alright, let's actually take all of these and move these instead. I mean, as soon as the garrisons go, the tanks will go relatively quickly as well. Okay, our infantry is finally back in moving. Or back moving again, rather. I think I can probably get... well, I don't want to get the artillery too close, because the enemy will target them with their own... Yeah, we lost the barnacle there. We did damage it a fair bit. But not enough to kill it, unfortunately. There's one more tank remaining in the combat there. This one probably needs to pull back to go repair. So there's a barracks not that far away. We'll pull back some of the troops that are most damaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are fresh troops that will be switching around. I mean, we are definitely on the offensive now in America. Not so much in China. We don't have a lot of troops there yet. Or Southeast Asia, rather. We don't have a lot of troops there yet, and the Chinese are not doing that much. Well, they do some small operations, but that's about it. Because they don't have the supplies to actually get the troops in there. Or rather, the supply in the region is so bad that they won't be able to get the troops in there. There we go. I'll start... you know what, I'll send these two to be repaired. We should have some more troops down here. Well, not yet. Alright then. Well, I mean, I suppose we do have some infantry that we can send. Let's send you down there. So, Leon. Yeah, we'll get that eventually. So Yugumo is 2 days away. Ciudad Bolivar is still over 30 days away. Oh, there we go. That's at least one unit destroyed. Neural computer interface is still pretty far away. I mean, our research efficiency is rather low, so that kind of means that we won't be doing that much research. How many... Okay, we are still building quite a few timber mills, but I'm going to build some more. I'll go to 72 right now. That's going to cost a fair bit in the long run, but I think we'll be able to afford it. Right, let's get the troops in here. Do a nice little push. There's a lot of artillery and patriots and all that sort of stuff there. So if we can take them away... Come on, mouse. I need you to point to the correct direction. Right, so if we can take this away, that's going to be another barracks that they have that they will, well, no longer have. The next one is going to be in Honduras. So that should be fine, and then there's going to be at least one, maybe... Yeah, there's two actually in El Salvador. Then at least one in Guatemala, two in Guatemala actually. And after that we enter into Mexico. Once we get to a line over here, then that's already a decent chunk of land that we liberated. Okay, some of these troops will need to be pulled back. Okay, they're sending more and more artillery over there. What I can do is I can do a flanking mission. Oh man, that's a lot of artillery moving in. That is a massive amount of artillery. Okay, we got the escort ship, good. Domestic price is too high. Supporting the government of Canada just to make sure that they don't necessarily declare war on us. Right, so now that we've got the new escort design, was it Kiel that I had? Yes, I had a spare slot over here. Right, so Yugumos are actually quicker to build than Tsunamis. Ah, okay, yeah, we'll start building those. Actually, we got one over here that we're not using, so I'll start building Yugumos over there as well. Just to get a bit of a service fleet going. Then maybe we'll get another summit. Some battleships, and then there are the barnacles that we'll probably want to make. Still, even though the enemy submarines will beat us in one-on-one combat. But there's still a lot of things that we can do with them. Oh, and there's even more in England that we could... You know what? Yeah, but I'm not going to start building everything everywhere. That's going to be quite costly. Okay, I think we need to pull back a little bit. This combat is not going to go the way that I wanted it to go. However, what I can do... Oh man, well that's mostly Patriots, isn't it? Yeah, it is mostly Patriots. But I can start destroying, or attacking them from north and south. Kind of blockading that. Circling around here. Now, to be fair, the supplies are going to be rather low for our units. We'll probably need to pull back now, but we do have another group that we can send around now. And these units probably still need to pull back. Right, if we can strike through here, we're going to still destroy quite a few of the units. In terms of money, we're still sitting mostly at 10 billion. Going up and down every now and then. Okay, that one needs to definitely go get some repairs. At this point, we should probably build the rail through here. Just so that we can keep bringing in the troops a little bit. Oh, right, it's the artillery group that is technically stopping that. Okay, where can we get you where you're not in the way of anything? I'll get you there for the time being. That's not necessarily the best place, but that's slightly closer. How far can you actually reach there? Or rather, let's have a look the other way around. How far can you reach from there? I mean, this might be the area where we might be safe, but again, I'm not entirely sure. Let's actually take a look. How good are their mortars? Well, there's always say that they have 47 as a range. What about these? 19. But they might have some technologies that increase that it doesn't show us. Like, I know that we have some of the techs. Okay, well that was quite a nice strike. We'll actually strike a bit more to the reinforcements in the north. Right, I'll send a bit more troops back and forth here. These are running a bit of a problem though. Okay, I wonder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and destroy some of the troops outside here at least. And then you can strike further north. I just need to basically stem the flow of extra units from the north. And then I can, with some attrition on the enemies, we can kill them off. One by one. Okay, they're trying to cut us off, which is not nice. Probably need to pull back for the time being from that front. Okay, so most of these need to go get some repairs, it would appear. You can probably entrench in the town. That's another merchant marine. Probably getting sunk either by the submarines or something else. Do we have... No, we don't have supplies technically in there. At the same time, they should be able to pull some of the supplies from the... Oh wow, they're still bombarding us? Are they bombarding with some ships or something? I don't know. Okay, you need to go get some repairs. These will be mostly fine still. Right, where do we have more infantry that could... got some infantry down here. Start taking you up north. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to take Hugalba over here on the north side of the lake. That will free up some troops from here, which will be able to join the fray. Actually, no, you probably need to pull back now. These units maybe are good enough to go ahead and destroy a few more units around the town. But this is kind of the problem with fighting AI that has been able to build for a long while. It's just, after the first while they'll basically run out of mostly run out of ground units or like frontline units, but then they'll just have such a massive amount of artillery that it will be very painful to do anything with them, or rather against them. And no matter how many you destroy, they still have more. Okay, well, let's start doing a bit of attacks on Leon again. If we can take out the barracks... Oh, did we? Oh, we just destroyed the garrison. Good. For now, if we can destroy all of that, we should be able to take over this area, and that would actually be ideal. Destroying more and more. Do we have any... We do have some troops here that have been repaired. Good. Let's send them back to Nicaragua. One more mortar in there. I think we're gonna win this combat very soon. But that is a lot of artillery that they're sending in. Okay, let's send in some troops to destroy all of that. Okay, they still have 2 more mortars there. I'm gonna send in some more tanks to combat this. We just need to push them out of the barracks and then we can destroy them. They won't be able to repair there right now. There we go. There's some... Okay, there's South Dakota class there. I could hear some submarine firing somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure where that was. It may have been in here somewhere. Let's actually have a look. How's the situation here? We've got a few tanks that are kind of ready to attack here. Let's take care of that mortar real quick. And we'll see if we can't take this one. Okay, how's the economy doing? Still only barely losing money, so that's good. Unemployment is slightly going down now. Still have a population of 2 billion. Okay, so we've run out of supplies for the most part. I think next time we attack we can destroy that. We just need to recover. But we are out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching and until next time, bye bye.